Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call HALALYAM La. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, to teach and rule well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. Brother Atazam Gabar, and with me I have
Brother Amon.
Brother Yakal.
We're coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida, and we also have Brother Yakal from Prophets in Babylon, Sarasota camp. We're going to be getting in on this lesson today, going into this article inspired by the brother Barak Amath, and the article Bakar Amath. Yeah. It's from the source. It's called The Source, and the headline is going into, it says, "Watch, European Union announces cricket powder will replace many food items." All right, so, and they're doing this, they're replacing these many food items with cricket powder because what? They're running out of food. We've already seen so many warnings last year and the previous years about how this year is going to be a global food crisis. You know, what was it, the UN or the UK that kept warning the entire world of a global food crisis? Now it's being talked about mainstream media, and really they've already been putting cricket powder in foods and certain things like that, but now they're letting you know because it's going to be a worldwide thing, because it's a worldwide food shortage going on, man. So it reads, last year the European Union announces that 3 species of insects will be allowed for human consumption: the migratory spider cricket, the yellow mealworm, and the house cricket. Now it's official, the European Union has approved cricket and insect powder for use in a variety of baked goods and other food staples in grocery stores. Now, the Lord allowed us to eat certain insects, you know, but there's only a certain few that we can eat. You know, we can't just be eating all these different types of insects because it goes against our food laws, our dietary laws in Leviticus 11, man.
That's right.
You know, so these devils are coming out and putting certain things in your food that may even be unclean. You know, that's why we're forced to eat, you know, unclean foods. We're forced to go off against our power, YAHAWASHI, you know. And not everybody wants to eat fucking insects. You know, maybe some people don't want to eat insects, but now they're telling you you're going to have to eat it in order to survive because they have no other food sources for you anymore.
Yeah, if I may add to, and you know, this is another form of Esau getting you to go off, man, because you see these documentaries on these damn heathens going across town or going across countries eating on these damn insects, man. You know, you don't see Jake eating around here eating on these damn insects, man. That's how these heathens customs, man, and including Esau Edom, man, so-called white man. And you have it now. He's making it something where you can consume a damn bug's powder within your foods, man. All right, which is completely off.
Yeah. Well, you had like last year, I believe it was last year, or maybe 2 years ago, when they came out with like a commercial that was promoting eating insects. You know, this is all a part of their plan, man. It was like the predictive programming, you know, getting you used to or accustomed to certain things, making it seem okay to eat these certain things. But now you have it 2 years later, they're coming out with it saying that they're going to be putting this in all your food. See, because it goes on, it says cricket flour could be used to make bread, pasta, biscuits, beer, and even chocolate, among other things. That's bread. First and foremost, bread is a main part of the things that we eat. Bread is in chips, you know, bread is in just pretty much in everything, man. You got bread and wheat, pretty much in protein. All certain things is these that they put in your food. That makes up a huge category of the things that we eat on a day-to-day basis. And now you're going to be eating crickets and not even thinking that it's cricket in this bread. You got a loaf of bread, you're eating PB&J. Well, it's cricket PB&J, man.
Right.
It says, if insects are used, this must be included on the products list. Or actually, Salakia. I skipped a little paragraph. It says, the green light came after the European Food Safety Authority. Notice it says European, man. This is Edomites. After the European Food Safety Authority verified the new powder. If insects are used, this must be included on the product's list of ingredients so consumers can decide for themselves whether to buy it or not, said the EU Commission website. And even if it's on the product's list of ingredients, guess what? If it's on every fucking thing, you ain't gonna have no choice but to eat it, man. You know, because now they're saying what? It's gonna be in beer. You know, brothers be drinking beer, man. You know, but it's gonna be in chocolate, biscuits, pasta. You know, you can't escape these things because these devils have a hold and a grip on your food supply. You know, they can decide to just take away the food completely. It goes on. Look at this shit, man. It says they could go in such products as nuts, snacks, pizza and pasta products, bread and rolls, crackers, sauces, meat preparations, and soups, cereal bars, vegetable-based dishes, and chocolate confectionery.
Hey man, if I may add too, man, that shows you how these things are already premeditated to be put in action, man. You know, so this is out of your own, this is out of your hands, man. You know, Esau already has it to where you're gonna be eating this type of stuff, or rather you like it or not, because this is gonna be something that's gonna be enforced through gradualism, man.
Yeah, because they didn't give you an opportunity to vote whether you want to eat fucking crickets or not.
Exactly.
They didn't say, do you guys want to eat crickets? We're going to do a vote, or you can vote to whether you want cricket powder in your food or not, and this and that. Most people don't go into the store and look at the ingredients. They just pick the shit up, take it home, cook it for their kids, and eat it. Yeah. Before you know it, everybody eating crickets and dookie and shit, man.
Yeah, man. The crazy part is that you got Esau Edom, so-called white man, being in power, man. It could be a snap of his finger, man, to change these things, or to where, you know, you can have natural foods and natural things, but is he trying to accumulate those things to continue? No, man. He's trying to continue to push further, more chemicals, GMOs, and unclean things, man. Right. You know, because what is that? They're keeping you under that certain type of drug, man. Okay, now they're coming on a new fashion of drugs, which is like it's described in this article.
Yeah, ultimately, you know, Esau, our food has been defiled, pursuing the prophecy, pursuing the book of Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. I can grab it right quick.
I got it.
You got it.
Come on. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. It says, "And the Lord Yahawah said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles."
Yeah, the Gentile goes into the heathen. So the Lord said we're going to eat defiled bread. Okay, so our food here is defiled. And you got Esau, now you want to come out with an article about it, but he been doing this shit, man.
Right.
He been defiling our food. You know, one thing he does is he put pork in everything. And the main reason he does that is because he's the accuser of our brethren. So he puts pork and he put all these different abominable things on our food, and then he go pray to the Heavenly Father about, like, look, you know, the children of Israel, look, they eating pork.
Right.
You said they can't eat pork.
Accusing our brethren.
But the whole time you the one behind everything, man.
Right.
So, you know, here in America, we finished.
Amen.
We finished, man.
Yep. That's when they have it. And the Lord knows those things, man.
Yeah.
You know, Esau, he thinks he's crafty enough to try to deceive the Lord, and that's not. You can't deceive the Lord, man.
Right. Like you forcing us to go off. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that's why we not to go off topic, but thanks be to YAHAWASHI that ultimately we're not going to be saved by the law. We're not going to be justified by the law, because if so, you know, we'll be completely finished.
Exactly.
And that's why we that's why we have grace. And that's why the Lord has mercy upon us.
That's why these other camps are off, man.
Yeah, that too. Because, you know, you go into the law, you know, you eating pork, bro.
Yeah.
You brush your teeth with toothpaste, it got pork in it.
Yep.
You know, you drink water, it got pork in it.
Hey, you go to these fast food restaurants, you got people touching your food that's got pork on it.
Pork in the hand.
Yeah. You know, hey, shells food, you know, all kinds of.
You can't escape it.
Yep.
But notice it said,
we just found out what it was. They used roach blood for the orange juice.
For cranberry juice and
cranberry
stuff.
Juice, roach blood, bro. So we fucking through here, man. You see, Esau has completely not only did he rape, rob, and murder us, this nigga raped, robbed, and murdered the earth. The resources. Like, you're supposed to have a land Sabbath every 7 years. Supposed to have a land Sabbath, give the earth the time to renew itself and go to a different land. But no, Esau to do that, he just takes.
cannot be satisfied.
And he doesn't give. Alright, so the whole earth is under the vibration of death. That's why we in haste for YAHAWASHI to come back, man.
Scripture talks about the time is coming, the Lord should destroy him that destroyeth the earth, because this devil is destroying everything that the Lord created, man.
That's right.
But notice the scripture said in Ezekiel that amongst the Gentiles, meaning what? When we're in servitude, under subjection to the heathen, man. You know, meaning in their land, they're going to be forcing these unclean foods upon us. And we ain't really got no choice but to eat this shit.
Yeah, Esau always did that, man. Even when you go back to the time of the Maccabees, you had Antiochus, what he was trying to do, force Jake to eat pork.
Yep.
So, you know, this time, you know, he don't necessarily have a knife to our neck telling us to eat the pork, but instead of doing that, he said, well, we could just put it in our foods without telling them. We could just do the insect thing, you know?
Right. The whole time he been eating. He been eating it the entire time. And now they're just coming out with, we're going to put it in main, you know, all the products, but in reality, it's already been, you've already been eating it, man.
Because this food isn't natural. You eat it and you're not satisfied. You eat a meal, you're not satisfied. And then, you know, you try to go out a meal and you crave it. It's like a drug. because they put all different types of chemicals in your food, man.
Yep.
You craving different things like McDonald's. You know, you leave McDonald's out on the countertop and it looks the same even after 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Well, that guy, video came out, this guy who saved the McDonald's cheeseburger for 25 years, when he opened up the case, it looked exactly the same. The only thing that perished on the burger was the pickles.
Right.
So.
And also, it was found that it has human DNA inside of McDonald's burgers.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's another thing. You know, we can, man.
Hey, man, we need Yahawashi, man.
Yeah, we do.
We need the Lord, man, to deliver us from these type of things, man.
Yeah.
You know, because the scripture says these devils are not satisfied with blood, man. All right, you know, they get the opportunity, they're gonna abuse it. And Esau is in a position. He's in a position right now where he's able to abuse it, man. That's why he's ultimately going to be getting taken out the game, man. Because he has abused his ways of what he afflicting what the Lord's apple of his eye, man.
He abused his power.
Going back into Ezekiel, that was it on. All right, back in Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13, to finish it up. Start from the top. It says, "In the Lord Yahweh shall even a slot. It says, in the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them."
Yep. So this is a part of our punishment. To eat defiled bread, to not know what you're eating, bro, is a punishment.
Yeah.
Because the inward thought of the Israelites is to please Yahweh Shai. And he gave us rules to abide by. So now that we don't know what the hell we eating, it's like kind of vexing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hungry as shit. You know, you might have to go, you know, to like, well, you might have to go to Steak and Shake or something. And you see a nigga, you know, asking you what you want. Why he putting a fucking piece of bacon on the grill?
By 5 pieces of bacon.
By 5 pieces of bacon. You know, he ain't cleaned the stove off all day. You know, so.
But yeah, it's the inward thought of the Lord's elect.
Yeah.
To please the Lord, because he's doing 2/3, you know, they don't really care.
Yeah.
So the Lord gave them up to the things that they love doing, man. You know, that's why they're going to end up getting an MOTB in their hand. And the Lord's going to do away with their ass because they would have done it anyways. Mm-hmm. You know, but it said defiled bread, so the things that we eat, it's because what the Lord, in that example, the Lord had Ezekiel eat cow dung. First he said the dung that cometh from man. Then, you know, Ezekiel pleaded with the Lord, said at least let it be the cow.
Yeah,
you know, so the Lord had him eat cow dung, which is just what food. Shit is food that's been digested, it's been stripped of its nutrients, and it's been polluted with waste and toxins from the body, and then just spewed out the inside, man. You know, and that's what we're eating, disguised as ice cream, disguised as burgers, disguised as French fries. You know, it's a defiled bread.
Wow, man. Like the SpongeBob episode when they thought they were eating Krabby Patties, but the whole time it was fucking like
gunk,
like a gunk burger. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
That's how that's what we eat, bro.
And they put it in the shows.
They put it in the show.
Make a mockery out of it, man.
You think these elites eating like that? Hell no. They get the fat. They got the fatness of the earth. You see, Esau has the power to end world hunger. This nigga can end world hunger today. But is he gonna do it? No, because he was created to be the wicked.
That's right.
That was on that.
Yeah.
It goes on. After a lengthy approval process, the European Food Safety Agency has scientifically examined the consumption of the insects and classified them as harmless to health.
Right. The whole time Yahweh Shai said not to eat those things.
Right.
But see, Esau's science is just to debunk the Heavenly Father Yahweh through a son Yahweh Shai. That's all science is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's the philosophy of man, what man thinks is right, rather than what Yahweh Shai thinks is right. It's healthy for you. It's good for you. Pork is a good protein. No, pork is unclean, nigga.
Right.
You know, pork is an abomination to Yahweh Shai for us to eat. It's a beautiful animal when it plays its role, but to be eaten, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It was made to clean the earth.
Yeah.
It was not made to be a delicacy.
You go into that science shit, it's just a bunch of so-called scientific hypotheses and guesses and summaries and shit. And what they're doing is experimenting with the creation that the Lord created, man. And making up their own thoughts to it.
They're trying to put their own spin on it.
Right.
It says cricket powder can also be used in soups, milk, and milk products. Oh my God.
Milk, milk. You know?
Pasta, sauces, potatoes, and chocolate.
Jake love milk, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of Jake's diet too. Jake be getting the chocolate milk, the strawberry milk.
Or when the kids eat cereal.
Kids eat cereal at school.
And if I add too, man, it's crazy because I was watching a video not too long ago where they would take the milk.
Oh my god.
They would take the milk, man, and they would recycle the milk, the spoiled milk, and put it through a pretty much something like a cleanse the milk supposedly, but they use the spoiled milk that's been probably weeks and old, and they'll put it through that cleansing thing and recycle it and send it out for people to drink. And no wonder why you got cancer. No wonder why you get sick. No wonder why you got these certain diseases. All right, because Esau's behind closed door, all right, pretty much using those things to kill you slowly but surely, man. In his mind, you know, if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, man. You know, this devil is going to be revealed of his wickedness through the spirit power by Shema Shai, man. Yeah. All right, because things like that, you have it, you know, Jake consuming those things and putting all these unclean and disgusting sicknesses within their bodies, man. And Jake loves cereal.
Yeah.
You know, grew up eating them, what was it, French toast, French toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know, all kinds of cereal, man. Fruity Pebbles and all that. But how you have it, your milk is being, you know, tampered with.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Food being tampered with.
Everything.
You look at it, Esau trying to make everybody eat like a caveman, bro.
Yep.
Insects and shit. That's caveman. That's a caveman diet.
Beast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how Esau eat. This is who is in power right now.
You look at these reactions on this article, it says 95% of the reactions is an angry face.
Yep.
Nobody want to eat fucking crickets, man.
But everybody doing it already.
Yep.
All the time. See, that's Satan, bro.
Yeah, in the end, he gonna reveal
He
himself.
gonna declare his wickedness.
Yeah.
He tell you right now. He come out with an article, but this nigga done did this for 50 years plus.
Yeah, you been eating this shit.
You been eating.
You mad about it? You mad about this? You've been eating this your entire time.
You was eating insects in the womb.
Oh my god. It says on January 26th, grocery stores can stock baked goods containing powdered larvae of the mealworm. And it's January 30th. I mean, it's already in the stores, man.
And what that leads to? That leads to sickness.
Yeah.
Parasites. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason YAHAWASHI said what to eat and what not to eat, man.
Literally.
You know? But a nigga Esau, the fucking devil, will tell you it's good for you. It actually is, you know, it packs a punch of protein. The whole time, man, that shit is killing you. How do you think? I be looking at Jake in the world, man. And that's why we got to be thankful to YAHAWASHI, because his knowledge is this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. The Holy Spirit of YAHAWASHI is preserving us.
That's
you
right.
Look at the Israelite in the world, man. Them niggas look dead. Jake look dead. Jake look fucking like the Walking Dead, man.
Yep.
You know.
It says legally, check this out. Legally, food already includes locusts and larvae of the yellow mealworm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already been in the food, man.
Yep.
You see, locust is a lawful food though. Locusts, crickets, you know, that's lawful. But it's because it's lawful, don't mean you want to eat that shit.
Hey, and it's different families to it
Yeah,
too,
different
man.
families, yeah.
Yeah, because you got to be careful with that, you know.
Some families are good to eat, some
Yep,
are
or
not.
not. That's right.
It says the food packaging displays the scientific name for bugs such as Grillus bimacoletus. Like, who's gonna sit and look that up, man? Who's gonna look at that and say, yeah, that's a fucking bug? You know, out of all the other confusing words that's on the back of the ingredients list, who's gonna look at this and say, oh yeah, that's a bug?
Yeah.
You know, it says a species of cricket known as the two-spotted cricket. And guess what? It says Bill Gates has long fought for a sustainable meat-free diet to save the planet.
That's
Hey, man,
crazy.
that's
I was
a-
thinking about that devil, man.
Right, man. Hey, man, if I had that devil, man, he in his agenda, you know, on his roster, man, is a part of, you know, depopulation, man. You know, Esau has a plan, man. You know, according to the Georgia Guidestones, to bring the population down to 500 million.
Well, this nigga Bill Gates was actually trying to put that Jabberwocky into vegetable-based meals, man. Like salad-based meals.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to put it into the salad so that you can pretty much jab the whole world through food, man.
Not to mention, this guy he the largest. He has the largest. He has the biggest portion of farmland in America now. He done bought up all the farmland.
Hey, man,
And then you have all these processing plants getting burnt down mysteriously.
Well, one just got burnt down in Basra.
So yeah,
Yep.
they about to do it, man. They about to do it, and you Americans gonna be humbled.
Hey, man, this devil's behind the whole mosquito thing, man.
Yeah.
This devil got damn that GMO mosquitoes, man.
Mosquitoes with numbers on them.
Goddamn nippers on them, man.
It says, the Bill and Melinda Gates, I'm going to finish this up and we can wrap these scriptures because I got 2 paragraphs. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation awarded $100,000 grants to companies to develop nutritionally dense food using insect species. Congress is considering similar legislation for the use of bugs to replace meat in American stores. So basically, read your labels. And people don't read.
Man,
They say you want to hide anything from a nigga put in the book.
Right. Man, they tell you to read these labels, but you got to think about how many millions of people buy these things without thinking of to read those things, man.
Right.
Now, when you go buy a bag of chips, you've been buying a bag of chips for how long? Have you ever even thought a second to say, okay, let me look at what's on the back of these instructions, let me look the names up? No, you think about how those chips taste, man. Mm-hmm. That's the drug behind it.
Jake be knowing too. I asked Jake, I said, damn, bro. He said, you know, pork is really bad for you. Nigga eating pork while he's telling me that it's bad for you. I said, yeah, you know it carry parasites, right? He said, yep. Nigga still eating the pork. Nigga don't even consider, man.
I told a Jake in the world, I say, the Lord said not to eat pork. Don't eat pork or you gonna catch hell. Oh, what he told me was, his answer was, he guessed he gonna burn in hell then and continue to eat the pork in my face. And that was the last time we talked to that guy.
That nigga gonna not eat pork.
Hey man, that's
the fucking pork chop.
Hey man,
right.
You see, that's the problem with Jake, man. You know, they don't give a damn, man. They don't want to take heed. They don't want to get the correction. You know, they rather just be wicked as hell and follow out the ways of the heathen, man.
Precept. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, even so shall YAHAWASHI do unto thee, and shall deliver thee unto mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. Because look, they giving us, because first and foremost, you're not only feeding this shit to the Israelites, but you're feeding this stuff to the elect, the chosen of the chosen, the Israel within Israel. You know, so you fucking with the Lord's, the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Guess what? Now you got to pay for it. They stocking up all the real food for themselves. We haven't had real food in ages.
Exactly.
You know, all of our food has always been nutritiously deprived, you know, for years and years and years, man. You know, but these devils have always had nutritiously dense meals. That's why these motherfuckers been living to 90 and 100 and shit, man. They eating real food. Mm-hmm. And not only that, they eating babies. You know, they do wicked things to prolong their lives. But they give us the scraps and the dirt and the dust and the waste, man. You know, and expect us to survive of that. So the Lord say, what? Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger.
Hey, so lock it for me, yeah. Hey man, these devils got all these things, and they still look like shit. You ever seen them? You might say one of those elites, man, and they just look all wrinkled up and sick in the face, man. Mm-hmm. But you got all these things that can, you know, really be beautiful. Like you could utilize these things to your body, or to prolong your life and do all these things to keep you looking young. But Esau don't got it like that, man. That's only for Jake.
Mm-hmm.
His ass dying away, man.
It says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. So you governments and shit, man, you guys that sit in power, you gonna die of hunger, man. You know, you think you got it all good. You think you've stocked up all this food for years and all these bunkers full of food that can feed the world for 150 years. Guess what? You still gonna die of hunger.
The scripture say the wicked layeth up treasures for the just. You know, so everything you got, you ain't stocking it up for you. You stocking it up for our brother.
That's right.
Our brother, man, gonna be eating.
Well, a beautiful brother, you know, he had a I forget his name, but I believe he in GMS. He had a dream that the Lord had a bunker full of a huge group of Israelites in there. Mm-hmm. And that bunker had so much food in it, and all Jake was down there pretty much partying, living it up while everybody was suffering in the world, man. 2/3 Jake was suffering in the world, and you had the Lord's elect down there waiting on him to pull up, man, you know. And they were eating, they were having a cookout, all shit, they had music, you know. That's beautiful, man. You know, the Lord gonna take care of his elect and feed his elect, man. But you damn devils, you know, you gonna pay. You gonna suffer. It says, they that meet the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. So for very hunger of bread and thirst of water, you're gonna eat your flesh for bread, and you're gonna drink your blood for water, man.
And man, man, you devils gonna be brought back to a low ass estate, man. You know, you're gonna get humbled, man. You're gonna get humbled to where you gotta do those things according to the scripture, man. You know, you messing with the Lord's apple of his eye, and you have it, these devils constantly indulge into it, man, and think they're gonna escape from these things. Hell no, man. All right, the Lord said, what you sow, you shall reap, man.
That's right.
You know, so you gonna reap what you sow, devil. I got a precept. This is the book of Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart." You know, talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and spiritually come out of this place. Just knows America, man. All right, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." You know, America's not your rest. As you can see, the state of how it's going. All right, why would you want to find rest here, man?
Right.
Now they're trying to introduce you into a worldwide spread of what? Eating bugs now, man. You know, they already put it in your food secretly, but now they want to make it worldwide, all right, to your face. And what can you do about it? Nothing, you know. So here you have it. You know, it says because it is polluted. It is polluted. The air, the food, the water, everything. Everything's tampered with. You can't eat nothing without it being 100% natural, man. Okay, it's polluted. So it shall destroy you, even with the sore destruction. And ultimately, all these things that you go into and eat or breathe in, it's a form of destroying you. All right, it's destroying you because what? Esau's defiled these things with unclean abominations. All right, he's defiled everything that you can touch and get your hands on.
Right.
All right, and that's ultimately, you know, a reason why these devils got to be taken out of power, man. Which the Lord is going to do, because Esau continues to pollute the earth and increase in wickedness, man.
That's right.
That's what I'm not.
You can grab that 2 Kings 15, for sure.
Oh, you know, I got another precept, Salakia. This is the book of Proverbs 29, verse 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And like the brother brought out earlier, you know, people had more mad faces the fact that they had to see that they got to eat that coming soon, you know. You know, being in the state of this place, you put you in the spirit of mourning, man. Okay? You can't wake up in the morning and feel energetic, feel in the spirit to do right things, you know, because it's all messed up, you know. Foods that you eat, fast foods, you eat it and then you feel like shit afterwards, man. You know, you feel sick to the body. Cheese giving you mucus, and that leads into cancer. All these things, man. All right, well, that all comes from Esau Edom, man. And that's why people go to the state of mourning. All right, but when the righteous are in authority, all right, everything's gonna be in its purest form, man. You know.
That's right.
You said grab that 2 Ezra chapter 15.
Indeed.
Verse 19, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword."
So a man ain't gonna have no pity upon his neighbor. You know, you're gonna have an all-out, you know, survival mode. You know, people gonna be out here literally battling for their lives every day, man. You ain't gonna be able to step outside your door without your neighbor outside that bitch with a Glock 9 to your head, man. Hey, open the door. We want to talk. I just want to talk.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
You know, your neighbor's going to be in your backyard trying to break through the windows and get your food. It's only going to get worse and worse, you know. Like you see that movie 28 Days Later. Every day was worse and worse and worse, man. You know, it's the same thing it's going to be when they stop. You know, the food supply just cut off and there's a full-blown famine, you know, of food. You know, one day they're going to be knocking on your door. The next day you're going to be kicking that bitch down, man.
That's right.
You know, trying to get your food out your cabinets, whatever it may be in there, man. You know, and they're going to be killing each other for these things.
Yep, it says, read on, "But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So, man, you're going to have loved ones turn against each other, you know, flipping out, you know, and a lot going on, okay, because it's going to be what? great tribulation and lack of bread. All right, here you have it. Esau's introducing this wickedness to the world, man. You think people want to try to look out and try to find the most naturalist, closest to naturalist foods ever, man. And that's gonna be in people's hearts, man. You know, it's gonna be in a time where people are gonna have a lack of food, famine, all that, man. Okay, so it's gonna be a serious time. And people ain't gonna have no pity upon their neighbor. They're gonna be thinking of themselves.
Appreciate it. Because 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. All right, so famine is one of the swords and the plagues that the Lord is going to send upon this place, man.
Book of Lamentations 4 verse 9.
You got anything else?
It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
So it's a torment. You know, it's better to get put out of your misery than to just sit there and be tormented with hunger, because your body begins to eat away at itself from the inside out. You know, it starts with
fucking obese people in America, man.
Yeah. The body starts by eating the fat. You know, it starts by eating the fatty deposits, and when there's no more fat, it starts eating the muscle, which is the flesh.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's
my 600 pounds. People out here that be fucking just eating a whole bucket of KFC by yourself, man.
Yep.
You see? You're gonna be finished.
Yep.
And you get sick while you're starving, man. You get really sick. It's a very bad way to go.
Also, when you fast, you know, you're living solely off the spirit.
Yeah.
So you ain't eat for 4-5 days, you're gonna start hallucinating. What you're not hallucinating, you're just being open up to the spirit realm more. You're seeing demons. While you being starved to death, you're gonna be seeing demons, man.
That's right.
Hey, a lot of these people are not in the condition of even understanding fasting or those type of things, man. That's beneficial for the spirit, man. Because what America promotes you to eat, do what you want, you know, to pretty much be in that spirit of gluttonous, man. You know, you just cover this in all the things you want. You know, you just stuff in your face, like the brother was talking about, 600 pounds, man. That's ridiculous, man. 600 pounds gonna be a damn delicacy in the times of what is coming in, man. You know, cannibalism, they're gonna eat your fat ass, man. You know, they gonna chop your ass up and save you for the next day and the next week, and like that, man. You know, hey, the Lord's gonna have it, man, out for you mad fuckers, man. All right. But being so, man, you know, you're gonna pine away. All right. Hey, you gonna be around this bitch shriveled up.
You got one more?
Oh yeah, come on.
What was it out with that one?
All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. All right, so hey, man, when these things come to pass and you see these come, you know, this come to play, you're gonna know that you was born through the Lord's mouthpiece, man, which is His prophets, man. Lord, when it would be those men and endure to the end of these things, man. All right, because you are being warned, man. All right, you will be warned of these things that's gonna come, and whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen, man. All right. So with that, you both got anything else?
Nope.
We're going to close it out. We're going to give all glory and praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Until next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA, Allah.